um, I wasn't clear about my niche. Uh, in fact, I had a direction of which direction I would want to head. So it all started when I joined uh, TBM community, your community, and one thing which stuck me was what you learned from Russell Brunson of going live for 1 year and your financial situation will not be the same. So it struck a very deep chord with me, and I said that I also want to try this out. It is you helped me understand that you challenged us in the 7 day challenge. So what that helped was to give that small push that was needed. So that made a lot of difference, and that is how I have also replicated handholding sessions in my community. When are you going to open the parachute? When you are in the plane about to jump, or after you have jumped from the plane? So the obvious answer to that is the parachute opens up only when there is a lot of air resistance. You can't open up the parachute when you're in the flight. So that was a profound thing. And in coaching, what happened was when I jumped into coaching, this was the full time that I was doing, and I was not doing anything else. So this was my parachute. Coaching was my parachute. It had to open up. I had taken a jump. I had taken a leap of faith. I think that is something that worked for me. If I were to be an employee and then doing this, I'm not sure how seriously I would have taken myself. You will need somebody to handhold you. You will need a community to fall back upon. You will need somebody whom you can share your particular challenge.
Welcome everyone to another success story, and today we have Veer Narayan Kulkarni, and he is a business coach for yoga teacher, and he's a founder of Holistic Health Society. He's from Dharwad, Karnataka, and since he started his coaching business, as of today, I just want to share that he has crossed 10 lakh plus in his coaching business. So congratulations, Veer, for crossing this milestone. This is a dream of a lot of coaches to achieve the first like 10 lakh in their coaching business. So I'd like to say that congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Thank you very much.
So Veer, quickly talk about how do you help a yoga teacher to even grow in the as a business coach? That just quickly, maybe you can quickly give a quick talk about your niche, and then we'll go to know about that how you did that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Sagar. Before that, I'll just want to thank you for whatever you have done to me. You've added a lot of value in my life. And this is an interview that I've been dreaming of for many months, that I would want to be interviewed by my mentor, Sagar. And it has come out true today. Thank you so much for this. And to your question, Sagar, I have I've been a corporate employee, and then I realized the value of health. uh, After having worked in 10 countries, and when I was down with slip disc, I understood what is the value of health. And that's where I got introduced to yoga, and that's when it all started. And later on I said that okay, I want to quit corporate world, I want to come and then start teaching yoga. When I started doing full-time yoga, I was not able to earn my living. I was not able to meet my ends. I was not able to give a comfortable life to my family. Even though I had a background in marketing in MBA, and I had done some entrepreneurial work, but I wasn't successful. It's only in the Kashmir to Kanyakumari cycling that I did in 2023 that I realized that why don't I put up all these uh, knowledge that I have and then help yoga teachers just like me who were not able to grow online? How can I do that? So that's when Holistic Health Society was born. The way in which I help yoga teachers is I work on their mindset. I help them realize that they have a great potential, a great potential. Many yoga teachers do not understand what potential they bring to the table. The next thing is I help with make them understand what is the roadmap for you to be a offline yoga teacher to going online to making a huge impact in the society. So, and then later on, I introduce technology. I make them take some challenges so that every day they start doing something and then gaining a lot of knowledge. And ultimately, they will say that, okay, now I'm an online yoga teacher where I can impact people from across the world. This is how I help yoga teachers, Sagar.
Super, Veer. And we just wanted to say that I always keep seeing you on social media, and you like the one thing that I would say is the one key to your success is you kept on trying and kept on showing up. That was the one of the major that I want to communicate with all the audience, those who are saying that Veer is massive action taker. So, Veer, can you just tell me the number that you have been doing when it comes to Facebook Live? I know you started when we have done 7 day challenge. Since then, what is the number now?
Yeah, so it all started when I joined uh, TBM community, your community, and one thing which stuck me was what you learned from Russell Brunson of going live for 1 year and your financial situation will not be the same. So it struck a very deep chord with me, and I said that I also want to try this out. And you called us on going for a 7 day challenge where you post every day live 7 days. And that started on November 27th, 2023, exactly 494 days before. And
Wow.
when that started, I was very enthused and I said, let me do this. Coming from a Toastmasters background, I wasn't afraid of talking, but this media was new, understanding how is going live, all those things. Even being an engineer, but I didn't understand the nitty gritties. You helped me understand that. You challenged us in the 7 day challenge. So what that helped was to give that small push that was needed. And then you, after 7 days, you say that, do you want to extend it to 30 days? Then it was 30 days, then 100 days, then it went on to 365 days. And so right now I've completed 493 days, and today is the 494th day, except for 2 or 3 days when I was delayed in posting. Probably I posted it in 1 o'clock in the early morning. I
That's
missed the
fine.
12
Even
o'clock
I have
deadline.
done multiple times in the late night, but I would consider
Yes,
is that
yes.
okay? It's the same day that was.
Yes, so that's how 494 days, and it's been phenomenal. I became very friendly with camera. I've experimented with the mics and my setup. How do I look? I started becoming comfortable with my digital avatar. So I was not uncomfortable watching myself on the video when I came on YouTube. So all these things were of great advantage. Thank you so much, Saga, for that.
Thank you so much for taking that. It's not that easy to do it for 500, almost 500 days and consistency. And I think I always say that consistency beats talent. And when you show up, definitely people will listen to you. Not today, but tomorrow. Definitely one day they will definitely listen to you. One of the another quote that inspired me from the founder of ConvertKit is he says, "Endure long enough to get noticed." Okay. So I think you are on that right track. Um, so very quickly, before you came to our community, what was happening in your life or in your coaching business that inspired to join TVM?
Okay, so I was looking for somebody whom I could speak to and narrate the challenge. Um, and I had seen you in Siddharth's community where you were for hives, you would come and give a lot of value. I would always wonder who is this young person and what he does. I was always inquisitive. So I had attended, I think, your webinar, and then one day I got an email from you where you had an emotional email where it was the first time that you had taken your mother on a flight, and you had put in a photo, and then you had asked us to come in for your uh, pitch. And then I came in, and then I that's how I entered into TBM. So a couple of things that were going on in my mind during that time was I didn't have anybody to check whether am I in the right direction. So that was the first big hole that I was seeing. And when I saw that you came from the plane of authenticity. You displayed authenticity. You were available for questions. You were available for guidance. The other thing that I liked was the morning sessions, which where you made us take action every day. The 8 week challenge that you gave in, it was not just that one day of the week where you were doing it, but every day in the morning you would come and talk something uh, about the topic that you had asked, and then asked, motivated us to take action. So that made a lot of difference, and that is how I have also replicated handholding sessions in my community. So, one, if I were to say, access to somebody whom I could speak and talk
Hmm.
my challenges. Second is consistent push from somebody to
Hmm.
take action. So, these were the two things that I thought I was missing. And obviously, the third thing is I was wanting to know more of how to go organic, how to increase your impact, how to be
Hmm.
seen as an expert in the field, and nothing like it to start with organic. That's where our mentor Siddharth always talks about, is organic is the first thing, and then when you establish some confidence, some authority, then you start ads, and that's when things will start rolling. So those were the things, three things. Accessibility to you. Second is the push every day. Third is the community and the learning that I got from you.
Superb, Veer. And now I wanted to pull out that particular like thing that you mentioned, like uh, having that, like with the post that you saw through the with my mom. Like I made it on Facebook, then maybe through email. So I just wanted to give you a quick tip to the audience here. Uh, People are emotional, okay, and now most of the people try to convince them with logical कि ये product ले लो वो product ले लो. People buy emotions, people buy through emotions, people buy through the story they relate to. And because and story is a very important aspect of us to tell. I believe each one of us, whosoever is watching, have some story to tell. But one thing that I always say is that go and publish, like how Veer is doing it, whichever format that you are comfortable. You want to go for live, do it. You want to go for a reel, do it. But do something, show up. At the same time, do not forget to tell your story. Story sells. Like how he got really inspired. Those are the psychological aspect that we all need to work on. Okay. So yes, thank you, Veer, for mentioning that.
Yeah, in
Even
fact,
I
Sagar, if you look
also.
at it,
Mm, mm,
it wasn't that I did not know Sagar. It wasn't that I did not know about your membership.
mm.
It is that emotional thing that pulled me into your email, and the emotion plus logic made me buy it.
Yeah, yeah, emotion plus exit, but emotion has to be there, uh, because people try to buy through emotions, then they, uh, like Russell
Justify
says,
it through logic.
justify through logic.
Yes,
Okay, because I got a deal offer.
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
So when it comes to we, there are a lot of coach come to this space, but they try to give up. I just want you to what was the aspect of you? Because even if I have everything, but what is something that you did differently throughout this journey that given you this result? So what was your mindset that you took? What are all these things? Yeah.
Sagar, one of my cousins just mentioned this to me some time ago, and then that stuck very, very deeply in my mind. He asked me this question: Veer, when are you going to open the parachute? When you are in the plane about to jump, or after you have jumped from the plane? So
Mm.
the obvious answer to that is the parachute opens up only when there is a lot of air resistance. You can't open up the parachute when you're in the flight.
Mm.
So that was a profound thing. And in coaching, what happened was when I jumped into coaching, this was the full time that I was doing. and I was not doing anything else. So this was my parachute. Coaching was my parachute. It had to open up. I had taken a jump. I had taken a leap of faith. I think that is something that worked for me. If I were to be an employee and then doing this, I'm not sure how seriously I would have taken myself. That
Mm.
is the first mindset change. I thought that by taking uh, no return ticket flight towards coaching, that helped me. That is one. In terms of mindset change, I had to always think of how can I give more value to people. When I always learn this, and I always respect you for this, Sagar, because you always talk about giving value. Siddharth Rajshekhar also talks about this. Russell always talks about this. It's that value, value, value. Earlier, I would always think of, I would always start with thinking, what will I get? But once the mindset changed from what can I give, it's what Earl Nightingale says, that don't expect heat before you fire up the wood. So same
Mm.
thing, service first and then results. So that's one of the biggest takeaways for me. So two things I would want to summarize is, one is take that leap of jump and make sure that when you need the parachute the most, it'll open up. It'll not open
Mm.
in the flight. So if you're one thing that I have seen is that if I were in a comfortable position, I wouldn't have taken all these massive action. What going every day online, probably thinking, oh, what will my employer say? So all those questions were not there in my mind. And second thing, as I mentioned, is action, action, action. Thank you,
Mm.
Sagar.
Thank you. Veer, I wanted to ask, like, there are a lot of people, let's suppose at the early stage of their journey, they are watching this video. Okay. They have this one confusion about that, yeah, I'm still not clear about my niche. Were you also completely clear about your niche 100% when you started?
No, um, I wasn't clear about my niche. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I had a direction of which direction I would want to head,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll give you my example. Like when I said that I want to help all holistic health coaches, including yoga teachers, including Ayurveda doctors, naturopathy doctors, homeopathy doctors, dietitians, healers, nobody came. But when I
Mm-hmm.
made it very specific to yoga teachers, then things started working. Because my
One thing,
one thing, one problem, as you keep telling Sagar,
one problem,
one problem, one market,
one offer,
one offer, one
one
method,
target,
and one mission.
one.
So this helps a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
more going more narrower helped me a lot. So I
Mm-hmm.
currently have around 180 paid members in my community,
Mm-hmm.
and 95% of them are yoga teachers. And going
Mm-hmm.
specific is terrific, is what Siddharth says, and then that has helped
Mm-hmm.
me a lot. And for somebody who's starting new, your niche will not be clear. But until unless you move somewhere, you will not know. I keep giving this example. Think that you are 300 years, like this is not 2025. It is 1725, and you are in
Mm-hmm.
Madhya Pradesh, and you want to know where the beach is, nearest beach is, and you don't have
Mm-hmm.
anything else to find out. The only way to find out the beach is start walking in some direction. If you
Yeah.
hit Bhubaneswar, you'll know there is a beach. If you hit Gujarat, you know there is a beach. If you hit Himalayas, you know that this is not the beach. Then you start walking away from it. So you need to start walking somewhere, and then you
Mm.
at some point you will get it, and then say that, okay, this is where I want to go, or this is not the place where I want to go.
Super. That is a very great thing. At least like keep working. Do not stop. A lot
Yes.
of people even don't create content. Okay, मेरा अभी niche finalize नहीं हुए, मेरा niche clear नहीं हुआ है ना? I think you told a very powerful point. So Veer, let's suppose you had to start completely from scratch from today, and you got. I will give you a challenge to, okay, get your first five clients. What are the steps that you'll be taking to get your first five clients?
The first step is being seen. That's very, very
See,
important.
get
Being
known.
seen.
Like,
Yes, get known, get known. Put yourself in front of the camera. Let the world know who you are. They may not know what you do. You can talk about your own trials and tribulations. You can also talk about what are the challenges that you are facing. Show them that you are a human being. Show them you have emotions, you have ups and downs. There are peaks and nadirs in everybody's life. So once people start seeing this, then they start telling you what you're good at. And probably that is the direction that you should start thinking about what should be your niche. So even
Mm.
without knowing your niche, even without being comfortable with the camera, the only thing that I would have started from scratch is just talk about what is there in my mind, what is coming to my mind that day. And as I start doing this, I will gain more confidence, I'll get more clarity, I'll get more feedback from my community or people who are watching, and then that clarity will lead me to find my niche and my
Mm.
first five customers as well.
Super. Great. Thank you for sharing. We'll just look back to your like when you look back to your journey, there was a any is there any time where you felt really low, maybe try to give up? Is there something that you felt like this any point of
48
time?
hours ago. So
Okay.
it keeps happening, and then this is your only friend as a when you're an entrepreneur, when you're there at a
Yeah.
help, and when you're lonely, and some days are so nice, so great, you're feeling so fantastic. There's
Tell us
so
how what do
many.
you do in those time, like low time? Because I know a lot of people are going through this, and this is a serious conversation that I always have with a lot of people. They wanted to do something, that's why they came to this coaching business. They've invested lakhs of rupees in so many places. They failed it. Okay. They some for some reason could not work it out and they wanted to give up. I've seen people, I talk to these people, they say, Sagar, I've joined back my job. I'm earning good money. I'm satisfied with this. I don't want to go back to this. I've seen some people when I talk to these people, I want to know what is the conversation that you have with you when you feel low, when you are at like rock bottom completely, people are not buying, no leads, no sales. What are those things that you have with you to make it like alive? नहीं कल सुबह उठ के
Right.
फिर से करना है.
Yeah. So one thing that I do is one is I take a break from whatever work I'm doing. Just get up from my desk. I take a walk. I
Hmm.
just talk to myself. The next thing, what I sometimes do is speak to somebody whom I have already impacted, and I know that they've been benefited from me. And sometimes being vulnerable also helps. You
Hmm.
show your softer side. आप अपना दिखाते हो. मैं भी एक मनुष्य हूँ. I also have my own feelings, and believe me, when you talk to somebody whom you have impacted and tell that okay, this is what I'm going through, you will get such a great pep talk from them because you have impacted their life. Even if you have not impacted any life, go back to your friends, go back to somebody who has been in this space, who have gone through this, your mentors, and just talk about it. When you talk about it, things become clearer. And life is a sinusoidal wave for all of us. It's not
Hmm.
a plain thing. There is always ups and downs, and peaks and nadirs are always part of the life. So, talking to somebody and giving up yourself some space and time. And it is also fine if somebody has taken that they will go back to their job and get back, earn some more money, and then come back to coaching. That is also fine. This has given you a better perspective of what coaching can be, what are the challenges that lie ahead.
Hmm.
If you want to take a break in terms of getting a fresh perspective, making some money so that you can invest back into your learning and tools, that is also good enough. But always keep thinking, if I were to continue in this particular job or whatever I'm doing right now, how many people can I impact? Where can I make the difference in the world? Vis-a-vis, if I were to be a coach and doing something which is far impacting and helping thousands and lakhs of people, what would you be happy doing? So the decision lies with you as to whatever makes you feel happy, you should go ahead and do that.
Super. Thank you for being honest, Veer. This is for everybody, those who are listening to it. If any point of time, like for me, what I always suggest, um, ask help. There is always someone is there to help you. A lot of people don't ask. That's where they always struggle. Okay. I've given this complete open communication to my community. Irrespective of the whatever membership, if you need help, please reach out. If you are not part of my diamond membership, I'll not help you. feel free to send a message. That's why we've kept our group, like, in a WhatsApp group where people know, okay, they can reach out to us. um, so this is something that, like, ask help. There is always a way to get a solution. Awesome. We're super proud of you, whatever that you are doing, and you are inspiring a lot of people. A few things first, like, during this particular journey, there are a lot of things that we cover inside our uh, like coaching offer, like organic marketing, sales. What were the key thing that help you in your coaching business? If you have to just pick one or two things, what were the things that actually help you in your journey?
Okay, so the offer thing, what you start with the first week, Sagar, that gives a huge
Now
clarity
we
in
have
terms.
shifted that but to last week because a lot of people don't understand that importance of offer. So we have kept it to the last. We have now we started doing a lot of content in the first few weeks. I know
Right, right.
you did it maybe a year back.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
So, but then the last week, whenever they're doing an offer document, that gives a lot of clarity as to how they have to go ahead. What is it that they have to communicate? That's very important, because having everything between these 2 years is different, and having to articulate and put them into words is different.
Yeah.
And so we learned that in the offer creation. And the second thing is about showing up and giving a lot of value. What you always talk about
Hmm.
is add some value, add some value, add some value. That those are the two things what I would suggest were very valuable for me.
Super. So there are few people who are in the fans who are watching this like content and they're following us, but they wanted to join TBM. What are the message for them if they have to join TBM?
I would say, oh my God, you have still not done TBM. That would be my question to them. But jokes apart, what I'm saying is, you will need somebody to handhold you. You will need a community to fall back upon. You will need somebody whom you can share your particular challenge. It's difficult to probably share it with your spouse, your kids, your parents. You need somebody, and you need somebody who has been there, done that. Let's say if you ask somebody who has not done that, they would always push you into taking something which is not so which is path of least resistance. They would say go for a job. But somebody who has already been into coaching, has done it, that's the best thing that you can do. Get into the surroundings where there are a lot of coaches, there are a lot of people. They are talking your language, they are talking your challenges, they are seeing coming out of the same challenges that you are facing today. Probably whatever you are facing right now, they would have felt the same thing 4 months ago, and they have overcome that. If you go back to our school, you might have seen the nucleus at the center. There are electrons that are rotating, and if an electron has to move from one level to the next level, there has to be an external energy that has to be pumped in, and that's only it changes the orbit. So the orbit shifting happens only there is an external energy, and community is that external energy. And Sagar is that fantastic mentor who can help you shift your orbits and make sure that you are moving towards your goal. And there's a lot of hand holding in the session, there's a lot of community support, there's a lot of one-on-one, one-to-many accountability partnership. So that gives you a whole bunch of tools, techniques, and mindset shifts that will put you on to a different orbit and towards your goal. I would
Thank
I
you,
would
Bees.
strongly suggest them to join TBM.
Thank you, Bees. So just want to share once again, I'll give you one more pitch that if you're someone to coaching space, I'm committed to help you specifically in three areas: clarity, lead generation, and sales. These are three things that we are as a team, as a TBM community, is super good at it. If you're struggling with in the clarity phase, starting your journey, you don't know what kind of funnel that you need. Uh, that we are going to help you. Second, but one thing that I don't help is creating a course. I will not help you to create a course, but I'll help you to market your course, sell your course. Okay, marketing and sales is our core strength. That is something that we will be helping. Thank you, Bir, once again. So, Bir, before we close this session, I just want to like, what are the one piece of advice that you would like to give uh, to our audience? Okay, I just forgot to mention the call to actions. The detail is in the description. Just check out the description to get more detail about it. And maybe for watching any of the things in other channel, maybe check our Instagram or Facebook bio for more details about it. So yes, Beer, coming back to you, what is the one piece of advice that you'd like to suggest for the people those who are watching, who want one piece of advice from you? Yeah.
Sure. So I'll address two set of people. One is those who are thinking whether should they should get into coaching, and second, who have already thought of getting into coaching. First is if you're thinking of whether to get into coaching, whatever coaching it could be, India is a growing economy. Population is young. There are a lot of people who need support. There is a lot of disposable income. There is a lot of real problems in life. We want people who can help us solve those problems. So coaching as an industry is booming industry. So be there and ride this wave. It's not just a wave. It's going to be the norm of the day where we are shifting from the traditional schooling method to the new way of learning, doing, and teaching. So, the teaching part you will get as a skill set being a coach. Now, the second set of people are those if you have already started or have thought and then decided to be a coach and are stuck at any one place. The only one piece of advice that I will give you is work with your mentor and understand what is the next one step. Don't think of the next 100 steps. Just think of one step in the direction towards your goal. If you're not clear, work with a mentor, work with your accountability partner. After understanding that, just go and complete that step and you will feel more happy that you have walked closer to your destination, your goal. So that will help you overcome any problem that you will have in the coaching industry of overwhelm or saying that I don't know how to do, what to do. I'm not a technology person. So all these things will disappear if you take one step at a time and then solve that one problem and then move ahead. Thank you,
Super.
Sagar.
Super, Bir. Super proud of you. Congratulations. And I can't wait to see you hitting that 1 crore with making a lot of impact in the people's life.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Thanks for this beautiful opportunity. And thank you to the TBM community. So, you are really a tribe. And tribe is how Sagar is the best person to teach you how to build your own tribe. By being in TBM, you will learn how to build your tribe. And I'm super, super happy and thankful to God that I have a mentor like Sagar to guide me and help me whenever I'm stuck. Thank you so much, Sagar. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
this interview.
Thank you.